While I was out on the road this last time, I put the word out on the Facebook groups asking what would be the best way to make my BangGod go a bit faster. Different motors, different propellers, and the kind of main suggestion that came back was try some two-blade props. So the kind people at APC sent me a variety of props, and you know, I don't have a radar gun or anything. It's not gonna be the most scientific of tests, but just anecdotally up and down the street here, let's see if there's a noticeable difference in speed, if it seems to eat batteries faster, and we'll see what we get. All right. We're basically just going to go up and down this strip here, one pass with the wind, one pass against it. I'll go basically mid-throttle, and then I'm going to do a bombing run, and we'll see what kind of speeds we get just based on GPS. Baseline here is the Gemfan 5147s. So on a BangGod with the Avenger V2 2507 1850 kV motors, and running a naked GoPro on here, so it's a little lighter. The props I'm going to be trying are the 5x5, 5.1 by 5.0, 5.2 by 6, and 5 by 7.5. Very light cruise. I'm going 43 and 45 miles per hour there. Coming back the other way. That's terrible. Terrible reception. Fast. 75 miles per hour. Until I need to aim my camera. I'm basically looking at the ground. 75. 96 miles per hour. 96. This is a mid-cruise on 55. And mid cruise back the other way. 70, 68 to 70 on the pass there. These are the 5x5s. See that? So let me get this battery strapped up, and we'll see how we run. Cruising 70, like mid-cruisy, turning around. Cruising about 70, mid-cruisy. Let's do a fast pass back. $90 coming that way. A little over, maybe 92. Coming back. 100 and peaked out at 100. That's a comfortable 70 to 73 going against the wind. 85, 84 coming back. I'm already pegging this battery. Motors are warm, but not too hot to touch. So that's good. That was, again, a very short run, but quite a fast run. All right, swapping motors. All right, gonna try the 5.2 by 6s. Alright, mid-cruisy, I'm going pretty low throttle. I'm going 88 on the way back, but I'm also in the red already. I don't know if this battery was low. I charged all these batteries, so that way. Touching 95 going that way. Batteries, questionable battery I suppose, but I'm going in the mid 90s just on the way back downwind there. Kind of mid throttle, back up to about 80 miles an hour there. Really hot battery at the end of that run, and it was sagging badly the whole time. 5.2 by 6, and oof, I don't think that battery's going to make it. I'm going to leave that battery out of the car for a little bit. It's hotter than I feel comfortable with. Let's try this one, which he says is the world record holder. 5.1 by 5.0. '65 to 70, going mellow. 85, going maybe just over half throttle. Coming back for a fast pass into the wind. Full throttle. Peaked out at 100 before it sagged into the wind. Let's go with the wind. It touched for a moment there. So yeah, that's faster. Again, wow. I was cruising at 80 there, and had a moment where it touched 100, but it was just a flash. I don't think it was real. Yeah, at some point I have to try this with new batteries. These are not new batteries, but I mean that's pushing just over half throttle, maybe less than 3/4, and I was almost up to 90 miles an hour there. Whew, that battery's hot too. So that is really pulling hard on those batteries doing that. Yeah, like as hot as my batteries have ever been. So yeah, the 5.1 by 5.0s, again, that one heated this battery to the point where I don't feel comfortable putting it in the car. I'm gonna put it over here. It's warm out here, but it's probably it's 90 degrees maybe. Looking at the 5.2 by 6.0. Over 100 miles an hour there on a half thruster. That was half throttle. Here's half throttle the other way. 80, 81. So we had a little bit of wind. All right, with the wind, full throttle. And against the wind. $97. Cruisy. Yeah, that's like 97, 98 cruisy. 86 cruisy. When I say cruisy, I'm doing just above half throttle, which is where I usually chase cars. So I'm not pegging it. I like the numbers on that, and we'll see how the battery looks. Yeah, that's hot too. I mean, I'm doing hardcore speed runs, but whew, these batteries are scary hot. So yeah, each time I'm getting a hot enough battery that I don't feel comfortable putting it in the car. So. And now I'm gonna do these 5.7s, and we'll see how these dogs like it. 5 by 7.5. These are so steep, have so much bite. Honestly, I'm concerned about what this is going to do to my battery, but we'll give it a whirl. Battery's starting at 4.2, immediately at 3.7, which, you know, is what it is. All right, mid-cruise. I'm already pegging the sag, going 80 at a mid-cruise. Send it. Sagging that battery so hard, and it went up into the 90s, but I can just tell. Yeah. This one feels like way too much pitch, I think. And yeah, I'm kind of concerned about as hot as my batteries have been getting. Yes, another very hot battery. Hot motors, hot battery. Yeah, at this point these batteries are cooking. So I'm gonna kick on the air conditioner here and cool them down and keep a close eye on them. And we'll meet you back at the house. Okay, so the conclusion to my tests, which aren't scientific at all, but just, you know, anecdotal. This is the results that I got out in the field on one day. If you look at my screen here, you can see that with the Gemfans that I run, the 3-blade Gemfans, I get average cruisy speed 62.5, and average full throttle speed was 85.5. With these APCs, they're all faster. And in fact, like the 5.1 by 5s, my average cruise was 90, average top end was 106.5. The 5.2 by 6s, I got 86.5 cruise, 102 top end, and then on my second pass with that prop, which I did mistakenly, I got 91.5 cruise and 1.5 average top end. With the 5 by 7.5s, those are the ones with the most bite, and it really just felt like after I'd gotten all those batteries so hot on the previous passes with the other blades that had less bite, I just wasn't going to push it that far. I was afraid I was going to blow up a battery. But I did average 86 miles an hour on my just cruising throttle. So, you know, you can see that I definitely got quite a bit higher top end speed. So for me, in a working situation, the balance is going to be getting some top end speed like that, but also having a bit of battery life. And I think these, a lot of these are built for a very quick, very fast result, but they obviously chew up a lot of battery while they do that. And they make my batteries really hot. So I got super hot battery on the 5.2 by 6s and the 5.1 by 5s. And I can't say scientifically, you know, I can't say if, you know, certainly those, full disclosure, those are not new batteries. I've used them quite a bit, but I've never landed and felt like my battery was so hot that I was afraid to put it in the car. So it is what it is there. So I think the conclusion for me is you could say these APC dual blade props are fast. And also worth noting, so I think what happened is he also sent me some 5x4.5s, which he said are the kind of middle ground. And I think I used those out on the road, because I did use a couple of sets of these on the when I was out on Top Gear America last time. And I think the 5x4.5s are the ones that I was using for a little while, and I felt like they were working fine. And I think it was on rally car day I was shooting some real tight stuff, and but between some metal structures, and clipped one of those things and broke a prop. So that was the set. Yeah. So anyway, I would like to try those again. And I think for my type of flying and balancing out battery life and speed, I would probably go for these 5.5s or 5x5s, which are a nice light version, but still give me a lot of extra speed. So there you go. Please like and subscribe and pass this around. Thanks.